Day and a fight week. 5 years away from it. How good is it to be back, feet on the ground in Las Vegas and be here for a fight week?
Hallelujah. The Mac is back. Can I get a Mac energy, please? Tristan, thank you so much. Hallelujah, baby. Thank God. A beautiful day here in Las Vegas. This is the day the Lord has made, and I will be glad and rejoice in it. It's great to be back. Weights on point, body's on point, mind sharper than ever. Plan is laid, set. Am I ready to go to war?
It feels like a McGregor fight week, but there was something new for this one. You have called yourself a belt many times in the past, and this week you finally got custom McGregor belts. What was it like seeing those in person, getting to throw them both over your shoulders? Special to my heart. I thank the Ultimate Fighting Championship for the respect. And I love it. I'm going to go in and represent. I'm going to go in and represent the company and the McGregor name to the best of my ability. Awesome. You have said repeatedly throughout this build-up that you are going to sun Max for the second time. Curious what you mean by that. What does sunning him look like in this fight, this rematch?
You know, I plan to contort Max's body into such uncomfortable positions and have my way with him. That's it.
Is he the perfect guy for you to come back and rematch and fight for this return fight? Does he feel like the perfect person to stake your claim as I am back and I'm ready to compete at the highest level once again?
Max is a great dance partner, if you will, a great opponent. He's a deep body of work inside the octagon, fought many a man. It's a great opponent, a great event, great fight week, great international fight week. I'm very, very happy here.
Conor.
I'm very thankful.
Conor, money for you is like taking sand to a beach. It's not a problem, right? But with this fight, all these fighters beforehand today are all tipping Max. Not this little man over here. He thinks you're an absolute moral. What do you say?
You know, nothing better than proving people wrong. People are entitled to their opinion. Some are valid. You know, there's some questions. Time out, injury, lifestyle, yada, yada, yada. I know. And your boy knows there. Fair play to him. And there you go. Let's go. We're going to go in Saturday night and shut them all up again. You know, the business is on the rise. The money is coming in. So get into this game, baby. We're rocking and rolling. The Mac is back.
Conor back here. Throughout your early part of your UFC run, and even 2016 was such a magical year, not just for you, but the sport, but you disrupted so much back then, and now you return 5 years later with the opportunity to disrupt everything again in multiple divisions. Do you feel that right now? Like, do you feel sort of that magic, almost like a...
Shake up the game. Shake up the business, for sure. Prove myself to myself. I am who I say I am. I am that I am.
I want to ask you one more question, because you've been talking a lot about finding religion and putting yourself in this spiritual place. And normally it takes like a certain moment for that reflection to happen to kind of turn things around. Do you remember the moment where you felt like this is the need, like you had to get to the knees and rejoice and find that within yourself? Do you remember that moment where you kind of turned it all over?
You know, you got to do deep internal work. It's not just like, it's many moments even, if you will. It's not just one, it's a whole sequence of events and almost divine coincidences that just cannot be anything but the higher power, and I connected to it. I am not my body. I am not my feelings. I am not my thoughts. I am my soul, and my soul is connected to the highest power.
Conor, is that the old famous fuck you suit, or is this a new version that we're wearing today?
This is the similar style to it. I was only saying we broke the internet back then with that one. This isn't the fuck you, but it's a different one. It's a It is the suit, but it's titled with 1xBet. There's a partner of mine. So, we show them love. I support the Mac in the camp. And I'm grateful for all the support from my business associates and my team. And then my fans. I'm grateful beyond measure for my fans and their loyalty and their excitement here. And as much as I'm back for the love of the game, I am back for the love of the fans.
Conor, how do you feel to be back at Las Vegas? What can you tell us about the city? And what can you tell us about coming back in your second home, the T-Mobile Arena? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, my man. It's good to be home. Good to be home. An amazing arena here, Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world. I look forward to opening up this market for my bare knuckle fighting championship company, which will be an outstanding event. Imagine bare knuckle fighting championship in Las Vegas. We're very excited with that. Those conversations are ongoing. And, I'm always happy to come back here to Las Vegas. I have property here. I bought a house here many years ago. And, I got the kids out and family out. And we love it here. It's great to be back. Thank you so much.
Hello, champ. Conor, many say you that no longer have the fire or the hunger you had before. What do you say to those things you are done?
If I didn't have the fire or the hunger, yet I'm up against one of the most active bodies in the fight game, in Max Holloway, I just think it's silly to say this. The challenge is colossal. It is a colossal challenge ahead of me that I am entering with supreme confidence. It's magnificent. The fire is in my belly roaring and is about to be released on Saturday night. I've practiced abstaining also in this camp. It's the first time I've ever done it from any type of physical touch, if you will. And that's been intense. I'm excited to see what it brings on Saturday night. I'm going to have a good night Saturday, all across the board.
Thank you, champ.
Conor, you mentioned you have been gone. Sorry, over here to your left. You mentioned you have been gone for a while, but the cultural relevance remains. Guys in the World Cup are still doing the strut. I mean, do you pay attention when guys are still doing things to pay tribute to you and honor you? And what does that mean to you that you've had this cultural relevance?
It's always great. It's always great when we have a little fresh one on Saturday night. We're gonna have fun with it. The game it's a fun business, ruthless business, but a fun business. Focus on enjoying the process, and let's go. Pop culture and sport culture, and it's always great to have the eyes of the world on our work, and that's it. I'm thankful.
You mentioned you understand that people could have doubts about you. Have you had doubts about yourself during this process?
No, none. I outwork doubt. That's it. Doubt will only build when you do not put the work in. So I make sure and put the work in. Our preparation for this bout has been very, very meticulous. We have been very, if you will, secretive. Nothing has really come out on approach, on styles. There's a full-fledged mixed martial artist stepping inside that octagon on Saturday night, and I'm excited to show it.
Last one from me. You very famously apologized to absolutely nobody in your career. Do you have doubts or do you have regrets, about anything that's happened in your career or anything that you've done along the way?
I'm thankful for the lessons I've learned. And my job is to honor the position God has put me in and do not disrespect it. And that's where I'm at. I'm thankful for the lessons I have learned. And on I go.
Conor, when I saw you in Saudi Arabia a couple of years ago at the Tyson Fury-Francis Ngannou fight, you were pretty frustrated and said you're being kept from your living. To be back here now, sitting on that stage just days away, can any part of you be grateful to get those extra 2 years? Or how do you feel sitting up there right now?
I don't want to get into this therapy vibe. It's a few tough years. It has been a few tough years. Thank you for reminding me of that, because that's had to give me a nice feeling of, yes, I'm here. I am here now. It's been a tough one, But God works in mysterious ways. It is all as it should. So, maybe it just wasn't meant to be at that time. And I'm happy how it has come about. Looking back and looking at how my preparation has gone, I'm thankful how it's gone. I'm well ready here. You know, if you think about it, I've spent some time preparing for the stocky boxer wrestler, the athletic wrestler in Chandler, and then you go to a longer, rangy, more volume striker and Max. So I had to be very proper in my preparation. You know, I couldn't take that for granted. You're switching a completely different stylistic opponent. So, I put the work in, and the time has worked. I'm happy and thankful for how it has worked out.
Max has said, that citing your quote that it's not a win unless you finish the fight, and that you're, I guess, 0-0 going into that. Do you believe that you have a true win over this man, or are you looking at it as...
Listen, I put my big Irish paws in his face. I sunned the boy. And, I faced a devastating injury. A career-ending injury happened to me in that bout that changed my entire approach to fighting. With the ACL tear and the meniscus tear. It was the first time I'd ever experienced something like that. So, listen, I beat him, and I'm going to beat him again on Saturday night for sure.
Just last for me, 100 numbered UFC events before this was UFC 229, the biggest fight we've had in the history of the sport with you and Khabib. We're 100 events forward now. Is this in a better place? Like, how do you look at the sport now? Do you feel it can raise to that level again? Do you bring it to that level again?
The economics, the finances of the company show. Last year, they got 1.4 billion in free cash floating around. I hope they've something spectacular for the fans. Big performances. I don't know. We should be doing something. We should be shocking the world and exciting the world with our events here, and I hope so. And I believe it will be that will be the case. Certainly, inside the octagon, I will do so. I will do my part, and the business is booming, my man. 7.7B in from Paramount showed this. We're going live on CBS, which I'm very thankful for the support of the Paramount family. And there you go. Business is booming, baby.
Conor, can you understand why some people feel you don't deserve this platform, given the court case 2 years ago?
I'm an innocent man, and I'll stand for my innocence until the day I go out. And that is still a situation where I fight. There's a reason it didn't go where it went, and it went to a civil trial. It is what it is. It stings deep. I continue to fight. I know the truth. And I know that lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. And I know that anything done in darkness will soon come to light. And I trust in God that it's coming. You best believe it's coming. And I look very, very forward to the day.
Do you feel like you fell into the trap that so many fighters do with fame and money?
Obviously. 2017, double-weight world champion, Floyd Mayweather banked. And then I launched an Irish whiskey. I didn't drink heavily, if at all, in that time of my life. I was an athlete at the top of my game. Next thing you know, there's thousands upon thousands of bottles in my garage. Sell this, Conor. Okay, I'd leave my property and with 2 bottles under my arm. And that was it. I was caught. I wasn't used with it. That's it. God gave me these lessons. That's it. I was trapped and caught. And it is what it is. I trust in God. I trust in my journey. And I trust in the truth. And if the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. And that is where I stand.
Conor, some people say that one of the changes to the business is that you almost became too big. You can exist outside of the UFC bubble, and that now maybe they don't want to pay another star quite as much because then it might be harder to negotiate fights. Do you feel that's true? Do you feel like you had an impact because you were so successful and showed an example to the rest of your colleagues as fighters?
I'll always campaign for the fighters getting their worth. And I'm very happy with it. We're getting... It's a steady rise. If you ask Max, I'm sure it's probably 5 times his highest pay. You know? So the boys are getting there. And the boys and the girls are getting there, and I will always campaign for that, and I'll always be happy that I have helped spearhead that. You know, as an owner of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, it kind of puts me in a pickle. You know? I always vouch for the fighters. So, but I also have a stake in the company. So there has to be some sort of balance. But still, I am a fighter at heart. I know what it takes in this business. And I know without the fighters, there is none of this. Not an iota of it. So I'm happy that the money is rising in the fight business and that we're thriving. And I'm happy to be back and give it that extra little fuel to its rocket. And off it goes.
If you could be anonymous for one day, go somewhere and nobody recognized you, what would you do? Where would you go?
My man, I don't know. Church. I go to church and just praise God. Get on my knees and praise our Lord. He's given me it all. And I'm forever on my knees in praise.
Conor, Justin Gaethje said he'll be in attendance for your fight against Max. He also says he wants to punch you in the face. What's your response to Justin Gaethje?
Yeah, join the queue. Join the queue. There's a few. You know, yeah, look, he has the lightweight belt, fair play to him. Holloway put him face down, ass up, though. Badly face down. So, you know, I'm not even thinking of it at this time. But I go down to lightweight again. Also, is another thing, I'm not so sure. I fancy the Triple Crown. So, less of the disrespect, you fucking bum.
Now, Max Holloway has also been training with JDM, who's a welterweight himself. What are your thoughts on him choosing JDM as a training partner to emulate you?
That's not going to cut it. Not bad choice. Why not? I seen the little Pitty Pat Mickey Mouse Club training. It looks like a teen amateur fucking... It's not on the level. It's not going to cut it for the ferocity that will be before him in the octagon, as well as the array of weaponry. So there you go. Both can get it.
Conor, you said that you're ready to face the best fighters. So Shavkat Rakhmonov beat your fellow Irishman Ian Gary, considered as one of the most dangerous contenders in this division. So if things go your way, do you see that fight happening one day? And what do you think of him as a fighter?
I know he had a heavy injury and he's building back from that, so I'll leave him to it. I don't really think anything of him at the minute. He's got a lot of work to do. What has he got to offer me? You know, the title, he would have to acquire the title for me to even consider. He's not a bad fighter. That's it.
Conor, what sort of conversations do you think people will be having on Monday morning after your fight?
The Mac is well and truly back. And that's it. The excitement is going to be off the charts on Saturday night. The performance is going to be off the charts. I have some shot selection here and some set of movements that I plan for this bout, and I'm excited to showcase it.
Conor?
Yeah?
You have some of the wildest build-ups, pre-fight build-ups in UFC history, but things seem pretty cordial between you and Max. After the time away, is a calm build-up what you need, or do you prefer the chaos?
It's pretty chaotic, all of it. You know, I am calm, I am centered for sure, probably more than I've ever been, and I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with the work I have put into myself with the people who have helped me. And I'm in a great space. Bring on the chaos, baby. I'm calm in the chaos, comfortable in the uncomfortable. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this Mac energy is sensational. Yeah? This is going to blow this colossal... Yeah, I'll give it to you, Donna. This is going to blow this colossal industry wide open, this energy drink category. It's got loaded with ketones, BHB ketones, that I have patented You people go into a ketogenic state, they starve and fast themselves to get this, what I've got in the can. And no other energy drink can have this. This baby is going to rocket ship to the moon. Try it and enjoy it, right? God bless you all. Don't, go ahead. Sorry, my man.
Just a couple. I just wanted to ask you, does it upset, like obviously we've seen a bit on social media, like it's different in Ireland now, isn't it, than it was, in the heyday. Does it upset you that that's the way that it is? And do you feel like you want to win back the Irish people and really have it be like it was, a decade ago?
I'm not here to win anyone back. I'm here to represent my country. What is taking place in Ireland is the saddest story in the West. It is a travesty what is taking place, that our borders are wide open and that the most violent cultures are just hoisted upon our people in our rural towns, and the crime that is taking place is showing it. And if God wills it, I'll do it and I'll step in. And that's it. I hope so. It is what it is. The way people can feed into the propaganda or the lies that are pushed to the people. It is what it is. It's sad, and it is the saddest story of the West, in my opinion, as Ireland does not deserve this. Our history deserves a better future. And I pray to our God that it is coming.
And also, there was a story a couple of years ago. I wanted to clear it up because you're finally on the card together, you and Paddy Pimblett. What did actually happen that night in Liverpool, where supposedly you were at his house or something? Or
nonsense.
Is that so? It didn't happen?
No.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless. Thank you so much, all. Thank you all.